ARMS is a new franchise developed by Nintendo. Developed by the Mario Kart team, Nintendo was determined to show off ARMS, showing it at E3 2017 a few days before its release. Relying on people who stretch their arms to attack and fight as if in a boxing match, it's gotten quite the response. So how good or bad do I think ARMS is? Let's take a look. For starters, you begin with a tutorial. I'm using the motion controls. You punch forward to punch people with your long, stretchy arms. It serves the purpose of teaching you how to play, but I'm not doing so well. The controls aren't really responding for me. I lost. I lost in the tutorial. I lost in the tutorial. Screw it, I'm using the Pro Controller. So ARMS has a choice of 10 characters to play as, and they all have their own quirks. Springman is the jack of all stats, Ribbon Girl can jump multiple times, Ninjara is really cool, he's got a quick step, Twintail's arms are in her hair. I'm not sure how that works, but I guess it gives her her own identity. So it plays like a boxing match. You must win 2 out of 3 rounds to progress in the Grand Prix mode. At first I wasn't doing too well, just trying to punch my opponent. That's when I realized what the trick is. Jumping and dodging is crucial if you want to win. That's when I realized the crucial method of the grab attack. This does so much damage, especially if you're one of the bigger guys. And it's the attack I recommend using. There is a sense of tactic as you choose which arm you want to use, so if you want to break out the big guns, go ahead. Or do you want to be slimmer? You can do that too. Or you can do a combination of both. As I progressed, I really found that I was getting better at figuring out the game's mechanics. Playing through Grand Prix mode, you have to fight 10 battles against the various opponents. I've also realized that the environment affects how you fight as well. Sometimes you have to fight on the stairs of a ninja school, or you fight in an arena with pillars in your way. Of course, the pillars go down very easily, or you have to deal with rising pillars with the height affecting how you play. Every 3rd and 6th match, you have to play a minigame. Skill shot, which is basically hit more targets than your opponent. Then you basically play basketball, using each other as the ball. How does that work? Your attacks can charge up by guarding or by taking damage. The more damage you take, your rush meter will fill up. Pressing the trigger buttons, you unleash a furious punch attack. It's best to time these after your opponent launches an attack, because otherwise they will just block it. There's other ways to fill up your meter. Sometimes they drop items into the ring, which can fill up your health or your rush gauge. So that's the gist of the gameplay. What else can you do? Well, every time you win a fight, you gain currency. It took me a while to figure out what to do with them, but you use them to play a minigame where you can potentially win more arms to use for your character. Now, why can't I just pick which arms I want to buy and buy them with the money? Don't do this. Just have some kind of currency like Injustice has where you use your in-game currency to buy more stuff. The graphics look pretty damn good. I love the attention to detail in the longer gloves, the way it moves. Or one time when I was fighting Bite and Bark, Twintail actually went around Bark on her way to hitting Bite. It was actually pretty cool. The music is also appropriate for each stage. I particularly like the jazz rendition. Well, once you get to the 10th battle, you find Max Bress, who is your final boss. He's not too particularly challenging. If you're playing on the easy difficulty, the game ends here. But on a normal and higher difficulty, some tiki thing shows up out of nowhere and possesses Max and forces you to fight him. Now what is this thing? Where did it come from? I have no idea, the game doesn't elaborate. In fact, this game has no story whatsoever. All you get is a brief intro movie of a guy that reminds me of the twins from Splatoon. But there's no story whatsoever. And that's where ARMS dropped the ball for me. Perhaps I've been spoiled by other fighting games lately trying to step it up, but you don't even get individualized endings for when you do win, completely taking away any award for beating the game. What you really want to play ARMS for is the online mode. I dabbled in briefly, and yeah, the amount of modes you can play against other players is a lot of fun, and really helps to add to this game's playability. However, ARMS is severely lacking in content, like Street Fighter V did at launch. That's just not acceptable. I know there's free DLC coming, and that's good, but if I'm gonna pay $60 for a game, I better get my money's worth. So ARMS has a lot of potential, and I'm sure this game will have its set of fans like Smash Bros, Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter players. The gameplay is solid, the presentation is good, but the content is just not there. I recommend waiting for a price drop before getting this. Well, That's all for today. As for next time, well, I just got a 3DS capture device and I'd like to put it to the test, so we're going to be playing some portable Mario games. For now, I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, have a fantastic day, and take care. If you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button.